Okay guys, welcome to the live stream. Just a disclaimer at the beginning of this live stream that this is a peaceful protest. We're exercising our right to assembly here in the UK. We are not here to cause alarm, distress or intimidation. We don't intend to intimidate. We intend to protest peacefully and exercise our right to assembly here today. So a little bit of peace, what's it called? A little bit of housekeeping out the way. Now, what we're here for today, it's our turn today. We're turning up. I wonder how different they're going to respond to us being here today.
Yeah.
So over the last couple of days, we've had Alex and John, Gamer Vegan and Alex for Activism. They've both been here, just applying a little bit of pressure on this slaughterhouse, a little bit of consistency on attendance to see what happens. So today we're coming to see the difference when we're here, what happens today, see if anyone from the slaughterhouse comes out and speaks to us. I wonder if certain dancing security guards may be here. We'll find out.
Yeah, or if it will just be orange high-vis.
Orange high-vis.
What's up, Laura? Thank you for being here.
Yeah,
Martin, thank you for being here. Ben, Jason, epic guys.
Morning.
Keep double tapping that screen. Share, like, and keep commenting. It really helps the algorithm.
Yeah, thank you for all being here, guys. I saw people waiting in the chat. Really appreciate it. Now, when we approach this slaughterhouse, I'll be a little quieter, but I want everyone to just have a look on the security camera and let's see how quick that camera flips around. It may potentially even be facing our way. Oh,
We don't know how they're going to be today, do we?
Smells here today. We know that they're killing animals here today. I can smell it already. Oh, Jesus, smell. This is a slaughterhouse, guys.
Oh.
All right, let's check it out. Let's see what this number's doing. As you come in the stream, guys, please double tap the screen, like, put some comments in there, tap that heart icon on the side, get the engagement up for the animals. They will be being brought here today.
Right, where's that camera?
Camera's already facing us.
Out.
Camera's already on us today. Look, it's already down the road. Maybe they are anticipating a bit of pressure.
Yeah, maybe after the last couple of days, they might have been expecting us, don't know.
Okay.
Truck
So there's a truck in the wash area.
Just gonna get the tripod set, guys, so bear with us a second. Wonder how long it will take for... Okay, so it looks like someone's already there. Just saw someone walk past. Don't know if they've noticed us or not yet.
Oh, the smell here already
Stinks, right?
is so bad. Guys, anyone joining this live stream today, we are here outside of a slaughterhouse in the UK. Oh, this particular slaughterhouse kills cows here. Now, today you're going to see dairy cows from the dairy industry and beef cows from the beef industry all being brought here to be killed. Now, the reason why they're being brought here to be killed,
Hi, Renee.
they're for optional products. These products are not necessary. It's an option. People are choosing to. Now, the reason why people are choosing to do this is because the industry have indoctrinated them and conditioned them to believing that they need to and that it's done humanely. We're here today to oppose both of them points. There is no humane way to take the life of someone who doesn't want to die, and it is not necessary. So therefore, justification has fallen out. Guys, double tap the screen. Please like, subscribe, and share. In fact, let's get a measure of who's coming in the room as you're coming in. Put a number 1 in the chat if you're vegan. Put a number 2 in the chat if you're not vegan, but you're open to conversations around it. And put a 3 in the chat if you don't believe that animals should be morally considered, if you don't care about animals. Now, we've just arrived here. We're just getting everything set and making sure my camera's ready, because as the animals come in, we're going to make sure we get them on a slow motion camera so they are seen. These will be their last moments, guys, of their lives. Today, when you opened your eyes, you had all them options and all that life in front of you. This morning, when their eyes opened, it was for the last time, because today the industry will make sure that them eyes stay closed for good. And why? For cheese, for yogurt, for breast milk, for beef burgers, for steaks, for minced meat, for a load of optional products.
I'm just going to say hi to all the vegans in the room.
Yeah,
so
hi
number
guys.
1, we've got Renee, thanks for being here.
Yes.
John, thanks for being here. Martin, Paulina, Christina, and then a couple of trolls.
Okay,
Okay,
make
thanks,
sure,
guys.
Alyssa, on the live, if you press the bottom left-hand thing, and we're on all chats.
Oh, yep.
Nice. Guys, today we're going to be documenting animals as they're coming in here. So any activists, please make sure you hit screen record when we say, and you're going to be able to screen record the animals as they come past us too. So guys, how many 1s, 2s and 3s were there when the chat came on?
So mostly 1s right now. We have got a few trolls coming in.
We've got a few trolls coming in.
Guys,
trolls,
ask questions.
Ask questions, trolls. Ask
Hi,
questions.
Lenny, Kenny.
I bet you didn't know, any trolls in the room, I bet you didn't know that the cows who are exploited for their milk are a different species of cow or a different breed of cow to those who are exploited for their bodies. Did you know that? Did you know that dairy cows are exploited for breast milk, and then there is a different breed who are exploited for their bodies? Did you know that when you see animals in the field, when you drive past the countryside and you see sheep, when you see cows, when you see pigs and lambs all in the field, did you realize that each one of them would come to a place like this to be executed? I'm stood outside of an execution chamber. This is an absolute horror show what happens in here. How can this be humane? The industry have lied to you. The consumer never stands a chance of doing the right thing. And the industry have done such a good job of conditioning and indoctrinating the general public to believing so. Why do you think that the industry uses the RSPCA Assured logo? Why do you think they have things like Red Tractor certification? Go and look into Red Tractor. See that Red Tractor is run by farmers for farmers. It's like the drug industry, like certificating the drug industry. The consumer never stands a chance because you're never told the truth. There's not even transparency.
Someone said, how can I buy meat then?
How can you buy meat? There is no ethical way to buy the body parts of someone who did not want to die. You can't. What you can do is you can buy the vegan alternative. For example, go and buy a Beyond Burger rather than a baby cow who's been stabbed to death inside one of these facilities. Go and buy some vegan cheese rather than the mother cows who are being stabbed to death inside this facility for you to steal her breast milk. Your taste pleasures don't have to change. You can still get all the same taste pleasures, but you just don't have a screaming victim inside of a slaughterhouse. This is what we're coming here for. This is the approach today, is not to clash with you, by the way. We're here today to come alongside the public, alongside the consumers, and to say the industry have lied to you. Don't be lied to.
So someone on here said, you can milk cows without killing the cows. So first of all, I want to say thank you to this person for being here. You're exactly the kind of person who doesn't know yet, just like we didn't. So Steve's going to explain the dairy industry. Yeah,
so the dairy industry, like the egg industry, is really hidden with the exploitation. Now, cows don't just produce milk, right? Cows produce milk because they're mums. So their pregnancy has to be forced on them to begin with. Once their babies are born, whether they're male or female, in the dairy industry, their babies are taken away from their mum immediately. Why? Because her milk is now going to be viewed as a product to be sold, to be profited off of. Now, what happens when she can no longer produce that milk? She's now a waste product. Like we spoke about last week, input and output. If a farmer puts in 10, gets out 20, this is a profitable business. That cow can stay. She's okay, another baby, another baby, another baby. Now, the minute that she's empty, the minute that she can't produce a baby, or the minute that her milk production drops down to 10 in, 5 out, 10 in, 5 out, she's now a waste product. The farmer now deems her a waste product because it costs more to keep her alive than what she's providing him on the other end of her profit margins. Where does she come? Into a facility just like this, in that blue truck, and she goes in there to have her neck slashed off and her head cut off her shoulders.
Yeah. So, hi Alex, thanks for being here. Alex just said, please watch Dominion.
Yeah, hi Alex.
Evo Loop, notice how it's just the two of you out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and on purpose. Yesterday, someone else was here. The day before, someone else was here.
Yeah.
We're being strategic.
You know what though? Even if Mel and I were the only two vegans in the world, we'd still be right. We'd still be like saying the right things. We'd still be ethically and morally consistent. Just because there may be two of us here doesn't mean that the message is wrong. You know, at any point when anybody has challenged a system or challenged the status quo or challenged the norm, they've gone up against a majority of people. So just because the majority of people are vegan right now, Doesn't mean that being vegan isn't the moral or ethical baseline. Doesn't mean that we're wrong. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't be vegan. It just means that you haven't received the information that we have that made us change to being vegan. This is my point again about the industry have lied to you. The industry have forced you to force baby animals inside slaughterhouses to die. How do you feel about that? How do you feel responsible for the animals going in here to die because the industry have lied to you? I was so pissed off when I realized the truth.
Same.
When I realized, what? I don't need to eat animals. I don't need to drink milk. I don't need to eat eggs. I don't need this shit. And you've made me pay for them animals to die because I thought I had to. And I believed in humane. I believed in all the other bullshit that the industry have told you. What a load of rubbish. What a load of lies.
Yeah, so Steve, why are we here today? What's happening? What's that truck behind you? And are we trying to clash with the public or not?
Brilliant. So first of all, the most important point is no, we are not trying to clash with the public. Our agenda today is to show you the animals. Our agenda today is to get you on board with what we're saying. If our agenda was to clash with you, the only person who loses out are the animals. And the animals inside that truck, as you just pointed out on the stream, the animals in that truck are being brought here to die. Please double tap that screen and subscribe and like and hit the bell so you get more of our live streams so you can understand what we're doing. As you're coming in the room, put 1 if you're vegan, 2 if you're not vegan but you're open to the conversation around veganism, and 3 if you don't care about animals. So going back to what we're doing today, first of all, not here to clash with the public, to come alongside you and help you realize the injustice that is happening behind us and how the industry have made you believe this is okay and humane. The second thing is we're here to film the animals and show them to the world. If we weren't here today, they would go inside the walls of these gates behind me here, into the walls of this slaughterhouse and be stabbed to death, and no one would have known. They would have just disappeared. We're here today to show them some love, some kindness and compassion. And if you're currently not vegan, I urge you to stay on this live stream and watch and stand and be with us while they come past. See how it makes you feel.
Jamie Jim Bob said they are old animals though.
Listen, it doesn't, you're wrong, because they're not. They're all babies, actually. They're all really, really young. Pigs, piglets, 6 months old. Dairy cows, on average, like 2 to 5 years old.
Yeah, 1 to 3 now.
Males in the dairy industry, a couple of weeks, if not a couple of months. Chickens are 42 days, 6 weeks old. They're all babies that are killed because it's quick turnover, quick profit. But even if they were old, it still would be unethical. It still would be immoral. Even if we said that these cows have had the best life all the way up to a month before their natural lifespan, it would still be unethical to take them to a slaughterhouse, shoot them in the face, hang them up by their leg and cut their neck and cut their head off.
Yeah, it's awful.
Do you know about this place?
Sorry?
Do you know about this place?
No? It's a slaughterhouse by the sounds of it.
This place is a slaughterhouse, yeah. So in here
How do
they...
you cut meat and things if you don't have a slaughterhouse?
Well, do you need to? This is the thing.
Ah, right, no meat.
Do you
That's a different argument.
Do you think you need animals? Do you think you have to eat animals? You don't have to. So therefore it's choice, right? So how do we justify an optional choice when we don't need it, when someone is being brought inside here to die? Have you ever thought about it that way?
Well, it's choice.
It's choice, but what about their choice? Do you see where I'm coming from? What's the moral difference between dogs, cats, dolphins, horses, cows, chickens, pigs? Like we're taught that it's okay.
But how much choice do kids have if they grow up in a poor, underprivileged area? They kind of have so limited choice as well, don't they?
Well, the cheapest foods in the supermarket are all vegan, right? And you can get vegan alternatives of like vegan pizzas. I think it was Lidl that did a 99p vegan pizza. So even when you...
But what about the children, though? Their choice. They don't have choice in life, do they?
Well, the parents you'd hope would guide them, right? The parents are there, or a guardian is there to guide the children. That's like saying we wouldn't...
They have no choice if they parents that are really struggling, those kids have no choice.
Well, they have no choice to exploit animals. You don't think they have a choice?
Not about choice in life. I'm just talking about choices. I've just broadened the argument out to choices.
Yeah, well, we're narrowing it back down to the animals because we could talk about, is it okay for this person to do that? But we're here today fighting for animal rights and talking about the animals. So do you believe that humans should ever have a choice to exploit animals?
Or anything, should
I don't believe they should.
Exploit anything, then it's going to be a downside for bees, to animals, to humans
Exactly.
who exploit climate change.
So we
to
should,
kill the planet.
so we should never have the option to exploit animals. So do you exploit animals at the moment? Are you vegan at the moment?
No, I love veg, but I do eat things like that.
So turning it on its head, that's flipping your argument back on you. You're saying we shouldn't exploit animals, but at the same time, you've never even thought about the fact that when you buy animals' bodies or milk or eggs or cheese, there is an animal at the end of that being exploited.
Of course, I wouldn't buy stuff from what I think is exploited manufacturers and so on.
What would that look like? Do you know the free range? Terms like free range, organic, grass-fed, these are terms for the consumer. We investigate farms and we go into these places, and all of them terms mean nothing. And
you can't say grass-fed.
but it's a relative. Go, Ismail and Steve, and go to our channel and go and see the farms that we've investigated. It's Mel and Steve. It's Mel and Steve.
Hi, Mel.
I'm Mel.
Go and see.
Hi.
Is he like this all the time?
Go and
we
see.
just defend the animals, but people don't know.
I'm joking.
But go and see these farms. The
It's
reason being is because it's the lie they're feeding the consumer to make you believe that this is humane. But let's steel man your argument.
No,
Let's.
grass-fed chickens is humane. I'd be amazed if I saw some stuff where large manufacturers who I would buy from.
Where do they end up?
So like Waitrose, I can't imagine their grass-fed is not, because they would be sued.
Where do they end up? Where does the grass-fed chicken or a grass-fed cow or a grass-fed any animal? Where do they end up?
Where do they end up? Under the dinner.
So it can never be humane. So it can never be humane. So let's steel man your argument to they have the best farm ever.
You just said grass-fed.
Well, they are. I've investigated free-range farms and free-range chicken farms. You believe chickens are in fields running around having a great time. The reality of a free-range chicken farm is you have 15,000 to 30,000 hens inside one big barn, kept in artificial light 24 hours a day, dead chickens all over the floor, chickens who can't reach the food and water dying. That's labelled as free range. This is the consumer lie. And if you go to our channel, you'll see the investigation we're on. We're in there. But my point is, no matter what we're thinking the farm is, they all end up here. And actually, when we come here, that blue trailer there, that'll be from a factory farm. And in a minute, you see a little car come around with a trailer on the back, and they'll have small holding, a couple of cows in. But the reality for them is they all end up here, all being shot in the head and having their heads cut open or cut off for an optional product that we do not need. So if you believe that we should morally consider animals and we should never, use in your own words, we should never have the option to exploit animals, then this should stop.
But there's a whole lot. What do you feel about Jews and how they slaughter their animals and stuff?
Animals should never be
But they
slaughtered.
do that for a moral reason, don't they?
You morally slaughtering them. What's the reason they're killing them for?
For religious.
Do you think religion's moral? Would you say that religious is a moral reason to slaughter animals?
I should start my own channel on that. No, but for religious reasons. So they would say for very moral reasons, they kill animals in a certain way. So does that not make it?
No way. Imagine if like you just said, you used to have your own religion. Imagine if I had my own religion and I said anyone wearing a blue hoodie and a backpack, I can take and cut their head off. And as long as I say a prayer before it, it's okay. It's moral. It's ethical. It's for religious reasons. We can't justify things with religion. No way can we justify things with religion.
What would they say to that? If you said that to a Jewish person, what would their response be?
My response to them would be...
No, what would their response be to you?
I don't know, you'd probably get an array, because I've got friends who are Jewish who are vegan. I've got friends who are Jewish who are... I've got friends who are Muslim who are vegan, Christian who are vegan. No religion dictates that, or mandates you to exploit and kill animals. That doesn't say you have to. There's no religious text says you have to. So therefore, it always falls back onto your choice. So why are you choosing to? Like we spoke about earlier, having the choice to exploit or not exploit. We can try and deflect with all these avenues of religion, culture, poverty.
I don't think everyone exploits.
But do you not think that killing is exploitation?
Is killing exploitation?
If you were the victim, would you class it as exploitation?
No, well, that's a tricky question.
Well, try and answer it.
Mull that. Is killing, well, especially depends if you go back to Stone Age, it was survival.
We're not in the Stone Age, and we're not in survival.
I was talking through the argument. I haven't
Yeah,
got
yeah,
a
yeah.
clear view of how that is.
But it's quite a
if you
common
took that
thing.
through- No, because you don't need to eat meat.
No.
Right? So that's the ultimate.
Or eggs,
get out
or
of-
dairy.
Well, bloody scrambled egg on toast.
Mate, no taste justified. Do you know male chicks in the egg industry are put in a blender alive because they don't produce
There's
eggs?
always horrible things like that. But anyway,
But
do
we-
they never kick you out of here? Do they let you film here quite happily?
We're on public property, so we're allowed to film.
Anyway, good luck. I believe in what you're
Let me
saying.
give you, if I give you a card, will you watch some
I
stuff?
will, definitely. Melon Steve.
All right.
Melon Sue. Melon.
Go onto there, that's Amazon, on Amazon Prime, and this one here, there's some 2 links there. Watch the documentary Dominion, and it'll answer a lot of these questions of free-range farms and all that sort of stuff. But inevitably, there is no ethical way to do this. There is no humane way to do this. These animals in here don't want to die. I've seen it personally. They're all scared. They're petrified as they come in.
There's a fine line there. All right, cheers, pal.
See you later on. Oh, warm-up conversation.
No,
Caught
you
me
did
off
really
guard.
well. Did really well.
Bit scrappy, guys, but
No, you did really well.
yeah. So where are we at in the chat? Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, maybe debrief everyone with what just happened.
Yeah, so someone just stopped there. I appreciate him stopping and talking to me, but he was talking that I was saying that there's no ethical way to do this to animals, and then he started talking about children in poverty and them having a choice, because I was saying that no one should ever have the choice to exploit animals, and then he thought the debate was about having choice and then children in poverty having choices. So he brought it back to the animals. He went down religion, saying that some religions would say that they're killing animals morally because it's in line with their religion. And obviously, religion is never a justification to kill animals. Religion is an absolute silly excuse to kill animals. How can you take a religion based on kindness, benevolence, and compassion, and then turn it around to say that it's okay to stab animals to death, to sacrifice animals, to chop animals up? It's absolutely silly.
Really?
Guys, as you're coming into this live stream, please let me know if you're vegan by putting a 1 in the chat. Let me know if you're not vegan but you're open to conversation by putting 2 in the chat. And let me know if you don't care about animals by putting a 3 in the chat. Double tap the screen, subscribe to this channel. We go live all the time.
Look, I've just noticed security has just turned up, so there's 2 of them standing by the gate right now.
Yeah.
Okay, and Renee pointed out a really good point. If you gave the choice to children, children wouldn't exploit animals.
100%, Renee. 100%. Mel and I were talking about this the other day, and when people say like it's natural and all that other rubbish, if you left a child in a room with an apple and a chicken, you'd come back in that room an hour later, there wouldn't be an apple, but the child would be stroking the chicken. 100%.
Yeah, yeah.
Guys, we're here today. We are outside of a slaughterhouse in the UK. This slaughterhouse here is killing cows for optional products like milk and meat. You do not need these products, they are optional products. We're here today not to clash with the consumers, but we're here to come alongside you and let you understand the lie that the consumers have been told by the industry to keep you funding this horror show. Now, I was trying to get to there earlier, but it got hectic and I got distracted. The point that I wanted to make earlier on was that the industry have to lie to the consumer greatly. In fact, they spend hundreds of millions of pounds annually, hundreds of millions of dollars annually to keep the lie consistent, to keep the smoke and mirror wall up, right? They have to pay billions to keep you believing in their lies. The humane lie, the grass-fed lie, the organic lie. Like this guy here, he believed, no, if they tell me it's grass-fed and organic and free-range, it must be. We investigated free-range farms. You wouldn't think that it's a free-range farm, trust me. Now, what do we need to do as animal rights activists to oppose that? We literally come to places like this and we put a camera up. We show you the reality, we show you the truth. We don't have to spend hundreds of millions of dollars or pounds on creating an opposing lie to try and outdo the industry's lie to win the consumer over to stop hurting animals. We just go, guys, here's a camera. Today, like we're doing right now, these animals are going inside here to be stabbed to death. You don't need to do that. The industry have made you believe that you need cow's milk. They made you believe that you need cheese and yogurt for protein when you don't.
Yeah, and like you could see the conditioning and the brainwashing is very strong in that person you just spoke to, because they were very much like grass-fed, free range.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then that's someone who has believed the lies because they've never had a reason to question it.
Yeah.
Steve, what turned you vegan?
The dairy industry actually turned me and my wife Mel vegan. We were watching an amazing activist, Joey Armstrong, and I was watching a debate, and he was talking to this person about the dairy industry, and I was thinking, you know what, he's making a lot of sense. I can't argue with what he's saying. And then all of a sudden, I saw footage from Dominion, and you can watch that same documentary by clicking in the description and going to the link tree, and in the link tree, Dominion, the movie, is there to link to watch. I saw a black and white dairy cow having her life taken inside a facility very similar to this. And to be honest with you, I put my head in my hands and I cried for about 20 minutes, half an hour, because I realized my personal accountability. And this is what we're trying to get across to you. If you are not vegan and if you currently pay for animals to be exploited, whether it's food, whether it's clothing, whether it's science, whatever it may be, you are directly linked to that injustice. You are directly linked to them animals going inside that slaughterhouse. You're not so far removed. As you're coming in the chat, guys, we really want to keep an eye on who's vegan and who's not. So please put 1 in the chat if you're vegan, 2 in the chat if you're not vegan but you're open to conversation about it, and 3 in the chat if you believe that animals should be exploited, you don't care about animals, and you think what we're saying here is ridiculous. Please make sure you double tap the screen, because if we get this room full, when the trucks of animals come, you will see for yourself. We're going to show you stuff today, guys, that you've never seen before. You're going to see stuff that is going to shock you. If you stay here, you will not leave this stream the same person you was when you joined it. Trust me. The industry never want to show the consumer the truth. They never want to show the transparency. Well, we're here today, peaceful protests, just to show you the truth, just to show you the reality, right? We're coming alongside you. We're not clashing with you. So please be open-minded. Be open-minded to the fact that you may have been wrong.
Yeah.
And you, granted, because you've been lied to your whole life.
Yeah, and guys, when you come into this chat, double tap the screen and ask a question.
Yeah, put the questions in there.
Steve, what's that truck behind you?
This truck behind me here, this blue truck, in my opinion, is nothing more than a slave truck. They bring slaves, in my opinion, here to be executed for optional products. That truck right now is in the wash area. They're being washed down. And the reason being is the animals who are being brought here today are cows, right? Same as all the other animals. I keep looking this way, by the way, guys, because this is the way that the animals are going to come. So I'm looking that way to make sure that when the truck comes, I can see where they are.
I'll keep an eye as well.
You keep an eye on them. Now, the reason being why they're washing these trucks off, the animals coming in here, sentient beings, right? So, which means they have a central nervous system and they have the ability to feel pain and suffer.
Ready?
Guys, stay on this live stream right now.
The truck just come in. Please screen record, guys. We're keeping an eye there if they can see. All right, I'm going to turn this way.
I'm so sorry, baby. I'm so sorry, Angel. Look at you. I'm so sorry, darling. I'm so sorry. We love you. We're trying our very best for you. You're beautiful. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry, babies. I'm so sorry.
And here the truck leaves.
This is exactly what that person was saying about small holding, right?
Yeah.
Factory farm truck.
Look at this, guys. This is a factory farming truck leaving. And this is exactly what we're saying, right? What I was trying to explain to that guy earlier, when he was saying grass-fed, when he was saying small local farms, he was telling you all this stuff, right, that the consumer's been led to believe. Well, here's your factory farm, okay, that he wanted to avoid. And just in there, you've just seen gone in your small holding. You've just seen them. You've just seen the small local.
We're going to show you the unloading now, okay? Stay on this. We're going to show you. Double tap that screen, and then once you get the help, there it is. All right, so you're going to see now the unloading. This small holding truck. Let me just zoom in.
Zoom in on there.
Let's get some hearts in the chat for these animals, these poor babies who are about to be killed inside this horrific place.
That's it. Go up a little bit. Look at her. This is her last little view on the world. Her last little view out. Their little slats. This morning was her last time that she woke up. Now, guys, here's another fact that you may not know, right? These animals being brought in here, if they're dairy cows, it's highly likely that they're being brought inside these slaughterhouses pregnant. The reason being is because dairy cows are sold on how much they weigh. So they make them pregnant because they weigh more. So when they come in to be sold, they're more profitable in their last moments. David, the 40-year-old vegan who's an ex-slaughterhouse inspector who used to work for the Canadian Food Inspection Agency, used to tell us often mother cows would have babies cut out of them as they're on the kill floor having their lives taken.
A farmer who betrays his animals.
Here's your small holding farm. All of this suffering, all of this exploitation is avoidable if you just be vegan. Guys, as you're watching this, put 1 in the chat if you're vegan, put 2 in the chat if you're not vegan, but you're open to the conversation around being vegan, and put 3 in the chat if you do not care that this animal is being sent inside here today to die. Put 3 in there if you believe that she should never have been morally considered and that her life doesn't matter, and that reducing her to an optional product is fine.
I think, is she a beef cow? Or he a beef cow?
Yeah, I think they were a beef cow.
You don't often see beef cows by themselves in these trailers, usually mother cows. Okay, I'm going to try and hold it really still now.
Hold it really still now, guys, because this is going to be their last walk. Where they're going right now is called a layerage, and this layerage is where they'll be held until they're called forward to the kill floor to be killed. I always find this so sad to see. It's like a heartbreaking moment as they take their last walk off of that trailer. Now, if we steelmanned again that guy's argument from earlier, let's say that this farmer had the best farm in the world and that he was the best farmer. That means that the cows on that trailer trust him and love him like someone would trust and love their guardian, right? So they've most probably walked onto that trailer today with absolute confidence in that farmer that he won't hurt them. Well, actually, what an ultimate betrayal has been committed when that farmer backs his trailer up, walks them cows up into the layerage, and then the door and the shutter comes down behind them, and them individuals find themselves all alone without that farmer who they love and trust in a strange place that smells of death, that smells of blood. The context in this live stream, all I can smell is metallic iron death smell in the air, and my blunt human nose is rubbish compared to these cows' noses. What an ultimate betrayal to know that someone who you had trusted, who you had believed in, was going to just walk you to your death, smiling and waving at you the whole time. Guys, double tap the screen as you're coming into here. Put some hearts in the chat for these 2 cows. There were 2 cows on this trailer going in here today.
How old would they be in here?
These would have probably been maybe 2 years old, a year old.
Months,
yeah, maybe 18 months old.
On average, beef cows are just little babies.
Yeah.
Now, when this farmer comes out, I'm going to speak to him and ask him if he knows about the breaches that the FSA reported on in June.
This is so sad, guys. Put some hearts in the chat for these 2 cows. They're walking to their death today for optional products that does not need to happen. This is a huge injustice, and you can remove your participation in it, but just by being vegan. Oh. Poor babies, look at them. Oh. They are not old at all. Yeah, 18 months old. These cows look really young. 18 months old, potentially. There you go.
What
just
traitor.
2. That was their last walk, guys. That was their walk to their death. They don't even know it. They don't even know it. They come out of that trailer trusting that farmer. They do not even know that they have just walked through a boundary that is a one-way ticket. It's a one-way valve. There is no return for them outside of that layerage. And even if they did escape, this whole facility is designed to trap them. They have cattle grids that they'd fall down and snap their legs in the event that they tried to run. It's just impossible. Absolutely impossible. Now watch this just turn his back on them.
I've moved, it's just got to catch up.
People beeping there. I'm not sure if they're beeping in agreement.
What's that? Has he got a stick?
I've no idea. Maybe it's to like secure the ramp, maybe.
Oh, right.
Guys, as you're watching this, put 1 in the chat if you're vegan, put 2 in the chat if you're not vegan, and put 3 in the chat if you believe that this does not matter. Whatever's just happened to these animals, nothing matters. You don't care about animals being stabbed to death for optional products.
Poor
This
babies.
is a slaughterhouse right now in the UK. There's loads of number 2s in here. I appreciate that.
Thank you for being here. Anyone who's a number 2, we didn't know this at one stage as well. It's really important to know what's happening because you can remove yourself from this today. So sad. Those poor babies. Sandy colour, like big puppies.
They are. Now, guys, you don't need to be part of this anymore. You can remove. Oh, there's another cow on there. There was another cow that you caught them. What, they got them big red paddles? Have they got them? I think,
Yeah, they can move them but can't hit them with them. So I'm going to stay here so that they
we're
do.
keeping an eye on them. Keep an eye in there, guys.
Because there was a cow who was obviously laying down or something.
Yeah, maybe she didn't want to get up. Is that what?
So he did use the stick. Is that electric? I don't know what that is. What is
That
it?
just looks like a stick. Right, we're going to have to review that footage. We're going to have to review that.
Get it on a big screen.
Yeah.
This is the importance of having a camera at these places.
Now, guys, this facility here, we're not here for welfare whatsoever, of course. We're here for the abolishment of this industry. But this particular place, this is an ABP Guildford Slaughterhouse. This was in breach of FSA regulations back in June. They were noted down to have 6 major non-compliances, as well as 18 smaller non-compliances. And the data set as of yesterday still showed nothing, showed no reports have been changed or updated. So I wonder what is going on inside of here. Take this, we're going to swap over.
Sorry, oh, my hands are so cold holding that up. But
grab the sign, baby, and then we'll go from there.
The animals need they need us doing everything. Like, I don't know, I hope people in this room, I hope there's people who are of compassion, because I didn't know these places were even really existing. I never questioned it. Not once in my life I ever thought, oh, is there slaughterhouses? Like, this is an industrial estate. This is an industrial estate, and this is right here with everyone just driving past. Hardly anyone knows what this is. Guys, coming into the room, please double tap that screen and let us know if you're vegan, if you're open-minded or not vegan. So number 1, for those vegan legends who are defending animals and not putting animals in these places, 1 in the comments. Number 2, for anyone who is a nice person who just doesn't understand what happens and's open-minded to listening and not vegan yet. And number 3, to anyone who absolutely hates animals and think it's funny to kill animals. Let's see who's in the room. So we've arrived here. There's a camera up here watching us the whole time. There's 2 security on the gate here right now. Yeah, and then the farmer who you just saw took those cows off, and they're now in the lairage. He's now washing the trailer, because when cows are so afraid, or when anyone's afraid, you have something called an autonomic nervous system. So you go into flight mode. So anything that's in your body, you'll like wee and poo out, because it makes you lighter to escape a bad situation. This is why you see on the floor stains of wee and poo all over the floor, and this is why every truck will wash the truck afterwards. Okay, so that's why. Those cows that just went in there, they just look like big puppies. There's these sweet sandy colour cows who've done nothing wrong. They were forced into existence. Their execution date was set before they were even born. So when people hear farmers say, oh, farmers love their animals, they're treated with respect, oh, they're grazing out on the field, it's a load of rubbish, because they all come to a slaughterhouse. They all come to a slaughterhouse to be executed and killed. Right, guys, keep double tapping that screen when you come in, and make sure you put number 1 in the comments if you're vegan, number 2 in the comments if you're open-minded but not vegan yet, and number 3 if you just hate animals. I keep looking behind me because there's a lot of movement behind me.
Why are we here today? Are we here to clash with them, the public,
No,
or
so
what are we here to do?
we're not here to clash with you guys on the phone or the public walking around here. We're just showing you the truth. That's why we're live streaming, because the truth is really important, because when you have knowledge, you have the power to change for the good. Now, we used to be lied to. We used to be lied to. Everyone still is, but at 26 years old, I saw an activist called Joey Carbstrong who showed us the inside of one of these places, the dairy industry. Myself and Steve both went vegan on the spot after seeing this poor mother cow, who would have been around 3 years old, having her neck sliced open over and over and over. She could feel everything, by the way, absolutely everything. In this facility, in June, there was an FSA audit done where they had breaches, major breaches, not stunning animals properly, misuse of equipment, bad hygiene, and they're still running. Now, we're not here for welfare at all. There is no right way to do the wrong thing. There would be no right way to kill you if you don't want to die. And it's exactly the same with these animals. There is no right way to kill them, even if they were stung correctly, even if there weren't breaches. Stabbing them in the throat and killing somebody is immoral. Now, you don't have to put these animals in these positions. You can live vegan today. All a vegan is just a normal person who just doesn't pay for people to oppress animals.
What are people going to see here on the chat today?
Yeah, so stay on this live. We are going to be filming the animals today. They're going to be turning up in the trucks. You've just seen a factory farm truck, and you've just seen a small holding truck with 3 beef cows on. They're not beef cows though, are they? They're cows. We're also going to be showing you the lairage area, showing you the unloading inside this place. We're going to show you how all the staff react. We're going to maybe speak to some members of the public. And I want you to ask questions. Don't forget, guys, put number 1 in the chat if you are vegan. Number 2, if you are not vegan, but you're open-minded. And number 3 in the chat, if you just love stabbing other sentient beings. Number 3s, you are the complete lowlifes. Number 2s, you're just normal people who don't understand yet. And number 1s, thank you, you absolute legends, on behalf of the animals, for being a hero for them. It's important to be vegan as the moral baseline. The least you can do is be vegan. That's like a child. Everyone's born vegan. Children are born into this world and they're vegan because they haven't been indoctrinated by the lies and misinformation that these industries apply to you and propagate upon them. This is why when you speak to children, when they see like animals in the fields, they're like, oh, mummy, daddy, horsey, oh, sheep, oh, cows. And they have an instant love, because I believe our instinct is protection, not oppression.
We've got loads of people going vegan in the chat right now. I just keep seeing like, I'm vegan, I'm vegan, I'm vegan, flying through the chat. So amazing to see the people out there who do have compassion.
Thank you to anyone who is going vegan right now. You hold the power to end this, and this will end. Don't forget to keep putting in the chats, number 1 if you're vegan, number 2 if you're open-minded, and number 3 if you hate animals.
Why did dairy cows come to a slaughterhouse?
Yeah, so in the dairy industry, cows only produce milk because they are mothers. So I'll explain the dairy industry. So when a cow is sexually mature enough, the farmer will put her in something called a cattle crush. This is a big cage that goes around the cow where she can't exit, and the farmer has got access to her back end. The farmer does something absolutely disgusting, hideous, deranged. He forces himself inside of that cow. He puts his entire arm inside of her and injects her with bull semen to make her pregnant. So that these dairy cows have pregnancies forced upon them. A few months later, he then puts her back into that cattle crush, forces himself again inside to see if she's pregnant. And if she's pregnant, she carries her baby for 9 months. If she's not pregnant, she's deemed empty. Empty. and then they take her to a slaughterhouse because they're like, you're not pregnant. When you come in the stream, guys, double tap the screen and let me know if you're vegan by saying 1, let me know if you're not vegan by saying 2, and let me know if you're like anti-vegan, anti-animals by saying 3.
Are you going to try and talk to this farmer in a minute when he comes out?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if he knows about the FSA breaches, because
Stay tuned.
I want people to know that if he does know about the FSA breaches and he's still bringing the animals here, disgusting, shameful. This smallholding farmer who thinks he loves the animals, if he doesn't know about the FSA breaches, why doesn't he know?
Where are we? What are we doing today?
So we're at a slaughterhouse right now where they kill cows from the dairy industry and the beef industry. More support, which is nice. But finishing off from the dairy cows, when they don't produce milk, are classed as a waste product. Cows, when they can no longer stand up, are classed as downed dairy cows. Mind your back. Let's show everyone the inside. I might speak to him maybe.
Might be able to get a shot inside the slaughterhouse here, guys.
Yeah, let's get a shot inside.
This is the washing
Shameful.
area.
Absolutely shameful. Look, they look like kids who have been caught doing something wrong, right? They're like, leave. They don't need to be here. No one should feel sorry for people who work in these places. They have an option to leave at any point. At any point, okay? Look around. They can go work over the road at Quick Fit. It's easy for them. So guys, double tap that screen. Ask questions. Ask questions. Steve, let's go for a moment where you ask some questions that people have asked. Whilst people are writing their questions, please put number 1 in the chat. If you are a vegan, vegan for the animals. Number 2, if you're not vegan but you are open-minded. And number 3, if you absolutely hate animals and you think stabbing animals is absolutely fine. Now they've got like 1, 2, 3. Something.
They're coming out.
There's a lot of staff right now there. Okay, I'm just gonna see what's in this van.
Yeah, cool.
Bring that. You point the camera over. They've got the van open. Oh, they've just closed it. I just wanted to see what they had. Yeah, power of being at a slaughterhouse, guys. Any questions?
No questions yet. No, I can see that it's sensible. Guys, if you put a sensible question in the chat, then we'll answer it.
Yeah, we're not here to be against you. We're here to defend the animals. We're not your enemy. Vegans are like your friends who are just telling you something you don't know. It's like telling you there's a monster under your bed and you're being like, oh, shut up. Oh, I love monsters or whatever. Like, why don't you ask questions and be open-minded?
I want to get a feel of who's actually in this chat. So I'm going to just watch now with the 1s, 2s, 3s. 1s if you're vegan, 2 if you're not vegan but open to conversation, and 3 if you don't care about animals. And double tap the screen to like this stream. Stay tuned, guys, because you're going to see something today that is absolutely shocking. You're going to leave this stream completely different to when you came on if you stay here for at least another 5 minutes.
Yeah, we're going to show you some stuff you've never seen before. We're going to be telling you some stuff you've never seen before. Like, I bet you didn't know this. I bet you didn't know that piglets at 6 months old are forced inside CO2 gas chambers.
This
4 members
could be
of staff
coming out.
now.
I'll keep an eye on it. Oh, it's the other truck. It's the other car. It's the other car coming out.
We're getting ready to move, yeah.
This is a slaughterhouse inside the UK, guys.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 now. There's 5 staff members out there. All around. The pressure you put on by coming to these places is insane.
People may think, why don't you go to a halal slaughterhouse?
We'll go to all of them. They're all as bad as each other. They're all horrific. Now, go to Animal Aid, actually, .org.uk. Go and watch inside of the halal slaughterhouse they investigated, and go and watch standard. You won't be able to see the difference. Halal is just a lie. Just like the RSPCA, it's just a lie. The stamp they put on these products is a lie again to make you feel better about paying for such evil and violence. Just like free range, organic, RSPCA assured, it's all a load of crap to make you feel better, because people know the public are actually like good people. No one, in fact, if there was a pig here and someone was stabbing the pig in the throat here, you would be probably defending that pig. Now, there's cows behind this gate being stabbed. How far away does the animal have to be from you until you defend the animal? Ask yourself that. Would you be able to stab the animal yourself? It's not okay. Keep double tapping that screen. Keep asking questions. Keep letting me know when you turn up.
Explain to people about the RSPCA assured scheme.
Yeah, so the RSPCA assured scheme is an absolute lie. The RSPCA will assure farms and slaughterhouses, and they make money off assuring these places. Go and watch Pignorant on Amazon Prime. That's Pignorant on Amazon Prime, free to watch. This, you will be able to see the corruption of the RSPCA. They're shouting.
They're shouting.
This, I might film them because they're all like laughing and being weird.
Guys, there's some shouting coming from the other side of this gate. Mel's just going to stick the camera up and have a look. Let me zoom in.
Yeah, there's captures of it being like how they are.
There you go. Right, you're zoomed in. Let's see what's going on the other side.
There you go. Oh, just gonna get up here. 1 second, guys.
See what you can see. Who are they shouting at? Were they shouting at the
No
animals?
idea.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm putting it up and then I'm gonna watch it on the screen. And
There you go. Can you see what's going on?
I think yours is a bit delayed. Go skip forward.
There it is.
Weird. Hold on. Let me zoom out a bit. Maybe it's too far.
Oh, there you go. Sorry about this, guys. We're just getting a shot on. Yeah, there you go. No, it's coming up now. See if you can tilt up. I did see some high vis over by the layrage door. The layrage door's closed.
To the right, is there high vis in that window?
Yeah, it looks like it. I'm not sure what that is.
A little bit.
Go to the left. See
Yep.
something to the left. You're looking straight inside of a slaughterhouse today, guys, in the UK. This is what's happening right now. Ah.
Let me see the screen.
All right.
Do you want to pick up the sign again?
The sign?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, just moving the
All right.
cameras, trying to get you the best.
You got it?
Mhm.
We there? Cool. Right, guys. I want ones in the chat for vegans, twos in the chat for if you're not vegan but you're open to the conversation and you're wondering why we're here today. And I want you to put 3 in the chat if you're going to openly admit that you don't care about animals. 1, 2, or 3. Mel's going to tell me which is the most predominant number that comes up.
There's loads. We got all sorts. We got a lot of the ones. There's a lot of 3s in here, so a lot of trolls. But we
Alright.
do have 2s in the room too.
Cool.
We're here for the 2s. Let me see if I can capture some 2. So, Sun and Star Home is number 2. Marley is a number 2. There's a few others up there. There was so many
Cool.
others coming down.
All right, nice. Listen, number 2s, thank you for being in here. Number 1s, you're legends for being in there for the animals. You're already vegan and you're in these live stream chats trying to defend the animals with us. We appreciate every single one of you so much. Number 2s, thanks for being here and spending your time listening to the important message that we are trying to tell you and explain to you about. Now listen, the reason why a lot of people are not vegan yet is because of the lies that you're told when you're a child. In the same way that you're told that the tooth fairy is real, in the same way that you're told Father Christmas exists, you are also told that you have to eat animals and that animals are killed humanely. You're also lied to and told that animal farmers are these loving pillars of society that everybody should respect and love. These are all lies, it's all indoctrination, and it's all conditioning. It's conditioning you, the consumer, who probably does have a heart, who probably does have compassion, to pay for some of the most evil violence because they profit off of it. They spend billions of pounds, billions of dollars a year on keeping the lie, keeping the smoke screen up. We're here today with our camera just to show you the reality and the truth. We need to do nothing more than stand in a public place and let you see through the lens of a camera. The lens of that camera is the transparency that the industry do not want the consumer to see. They don't want you to see this. They want you to be conditioned with the lies. They don't want you to know the truth. Now, when you know the truth, you have personal accountability, okay? Up until today, you've never seen this before. You perhaps never understood why vegans do what they do. You may never have come across animal rights messaging or animal rights live streams or channels. But today, you have come across an animal rights live stream channel who are explaining that we're not clashing, we're coming alongside to turn your head against the industry that have lied to you. Now, you now are accountable, You now know your next options that you choose to do with your money are down to you.
Yeah.
The accountability is there.
Yeah, okay, someone said there's children being killed in the world and you're doing this.
Yeah, there are children being killed in the world, and yes, we are doing this. It doesn't mean that I'm happy that children are being killed in the world. I can be against more than one injustice. But the irony is, most people who tell me things like that will be against children being killed all over the world at the same time as they pay for children to go inside that gate right there and die. I've seen children today going inside that gate to be killed. Little baby animals, probably a year to 2 years old. So when you say this is happening in the world and you're worried about that, yeah, I can worry about both. But do not preach peace if you are chewing on violence.
Yeah.
So no way.
Now, interesting. So I just filmed that camera was on red looking at us. And it noticed it's gone dark again.
Yeah.
So they keep watching us on the camera, and they've got security over there as well.
Yeah, listen, what we're doing is completely lawful. It's our exercising our right to peaceful public protest in the UK, our right to assembly, our right to use our freedom of speech and our voice. We're here today on public land. We're not causing alarm. We're not causing distress. We're not here to intimidate or cause intimidation. We're here on one sole purpose. And the sole purpose is to show you, the person watching this right now, to show you the truth, to show you the reality behind the industry that doesn't want you to see. The industry doesn't want you to see it, so stay and watch. Guys, as you're coming into this stream, please, 1, if you're vegan, 2, if you're not vegan but you're open to what we're discussing, 3, if you don't care about animals, please double tap the screen.
I want to do something because the numbers are going so fast.
Yeah.
I want all the vegans in the room to just keep putting green hearts. Keep putting green hearts constantly for a while so I can see how many people in the room. Yeah, love it, because the green sticks out. Amazing.
The green stands out. Nice. Good idea. Good idea.
Thank you, guys. Thank you to those people who are vegan and for being in this chat. It's not an easy place to be. We appreciate it so much. Another one, another one, another one, another one, another one, another one. Wow, there's another 3. Another one, another. There's so many vegans in this room.
Thanks for being in that chat, guys.
Now, I just want to try number 2s now. For anyone who's open-minded and not vegan yet, please can you put a red heart in the comment section?
Nice idea. I like this idea.
Just because I can't see it when the chat's going so fast.
All right, number 2s. Let's see the red hearts. And I hope it's flooding with red hearts.
Red hearts, red hearts, red hearts. Amazing.
Absolutely brilliant, guys.
Loads of red hearts.
Any number 2s or any red hearts in the chat?
Oh, Steve, let's ask this guy.
Okay. Do you know about the FSA breaches back in June? No, they don't care.
I wanted to run away.
They don't care.
Wanted to run away like a coward.
Notice how he gets to go home, get the 3 animals he dropped off. No escape for them.
Yeah.
They want to talk. That's guilt by omission, right? Now, here's a thing then. Number 2s, we're going to come back to what I wanted to say to you in a minute, but I just want to make a point, guys. When you look at the adverts and the propaganda and the British farmers, back British farmers, we're so proud of our British farming standards. We're so proud of what we do for our country. The minute you give them an opportunity on a camera to defend our position, the opposition of what we're saying, they run away. Now, if he was such a proud animal farmer, and if what he was doing in his heart, if he knew that he was completely ethical and if it was completely humane, they wouldn't run away from these positions. They'd wind the window down and they'd say, yeah, I farm animals. Double tap the screen as you're coming in here, guys. If they were so proud, if they were so okay with what they were doing, if they really believe British farming, we're the best, why do they run away? It's guilt by omission because they scurry off without a comment, or without any sort of pushback. There's no conversation had by them, they run away. Another question mark that you should be having around this, if you're currently a consumer of animal products, question the system. Question why this place here has got 16-foot, 17-foot spiked walls and all the CCTV.
Hi.
Hey guys.
You're right.
All good.
Good,
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, mate.
Yeah, so we've seen those people before. They're really nice people here.
Anyone watching the stream, I want you to question the status quo, question what's happening.
Should I do it this time?
Yeah.
Okay, it's really high, so I'm just gonna.
Which one is the big red?
Just gonna stand here so they've not noticed yet.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna go this side because
Which
usually
side are you going?
This side. We usually go the other side, and I get there. Okay, guys, double tap that.
Gonna have to go high on this
just
truck.
Noticed.
Here comes another truckload of animals, guys. Security are getting ready to run the gate really fast again.
Yeah, look at them. See, they're like this and this. I'm sorry.
Watch how fast this gate goes back. So sad. So sad. Take the sign, swap back over for a minute. So sad. The little noises you hear.
They're all back in there. They're all in that truck. They're likely dairy mothers. I'll have a look in a minute.
I'll film the offloading of this one next, okay?
Yeah, all right. I think no truck's in there, so we'll probably...
Yeah.
Should we go up there now and film?
Guys, this is heartbreaking.
I'll let everyone know who was in that truck.
This is heartbreaking. Mel's we're gonna have a little look while they're getting the truck ready. Double tap the screen, guys, as you're coming in here. We're just gonna get that footage back up. The little noises and stuff they make as they come past, it's just heartbreaking.
Let's see what we got here. Wait, hold on, I just got to have a look. Beef cows. Baby beef cows.
It's a bit dark for the camera to pick up.
Yeah, and they're all like dark colours.
Right. Okay, guys, I'm gonna film the offloading of these.
Poor
Bear with me,
babies.
just while I get up and zoom in. All right.
Let me just get my phone.
Mel, you can narrate as to what's going on.
Yeah, I'm just going to get the screen up. So we're going to show you guys now the unloading of these poor baby animals. These innocent, sweet baby animals. Oh, perfect shot. Well done. Let's get some hearts in the comments for the animals. Some pink hearts. What that does is it encourages the algorithm to be pushed out more, so when these poor, beautiful animals get unloaded off, people who need to see will see. Guys, I want you to understand that we're not here trying to attack you. We're just here trying to defend the animals, and we're not here to judge you. We paid for this one time too. We used to eat animal burgers, like animal flesh, animal secretions. I used to go to zoos purely because I loved animals. Now I don't do any of that stuff because I love animals. I want to defend the animals because when I saw inside of one of these places, which is a slaughterhouse, somewhere that executes animals, it rips my heart apart. I broke. We both broke. And that moment was a moment our life changed for the better because we no longer paid for animals to go through this. So this is a slaughterhouse. On this red truck, there are cows from the beef industry. Now, I don't think cows are called dairy cows. That's not their name. They're just cows, but it's the dairy industry. So they're not cows that just produce milk for the sake of it. Cows who produce milk are any of those cows who have a baby. Same with beef cows. They produce milk for their babies, but they're called beef cows because the industry have named them this. So the gate is now going up. You've got a good shot there, Steve. So this is the gate to the lairage. So inside, you may see some of the cows from the lot. I see that someone's looking there. Someone's inside there. No, they've probably moved the other cows into the next section or whatever they have to now unload all these poor babies in here. So we're going to watch them be taken off here. Has anyone's mind been changed? Has anyone else gone vegan today? Still saying lots of people have gone vegan today from purely seeing these poor animals. Just need to mod someone out.
All right.
This
Do it in a
person.
second. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so watch as these poor, innocent, childlike beings are forced off this
Can you
truck.
hear that?
Crying.
Can you hear the way they're talking to the animals?
And then their cries. I'm just going to stay silent for a moment so you can hear and see everything. Oh God.
Bless them, they don't want to get off.
No. That's why he's trying to scare them from the side.
They're just crying out, they don't want to move.
Backing up, that poor cow was. Cows actually really struggle to go down.
Double tap the screen, guys.
Cows struggle to walk like downhill. So that would be really scary for them as well as going into this disgusting place. Stay there, Steve, because I can see inside the truck. I just feel that evilness from these people towards these poor animals. To me, it just looks like the slave trade. In my opinion, that's what it looks like. Victims walking into a facility, being forced into a facility to be executed and killed. How could we as a species? What's happening here? He's gone to the right a bit. Oh, poor baby. I'm so sorry. Guys, please keep putting the hearts in the comments for the animals. It's so unfair. These would be 18-month-old, around that age. Oh, so unfair. Absolutely horrific. Absolutely awful, heartbreaking. There's a cow who wants to go back. I'm so sorry. We're trying so hard to fight for you as much as we possibly can. Oh, there's a cow trying to come back, Steve. Oh. Oh, I hate that they're around these people. I hate that they're around people who are gonna stab them in the throat. This facility has had breaches as well. The FSA reported the breaches. This facility had breaches in June. The FSA reported on major breaches, not stunning animals correctly, misuse of equipment, unhygienic. But even if those were all covered and that was all fine, there is no right way to kill an animal. There is no right way to kill you or anyone if you want to live. Please be vegan. Go and watch Dominion on YouTube. See what happens inside these facilities. Good people don't pay for this. Good people don't pay for this. Once they know better, it's just that you have been lied to. You have been lied to your entire life from birth. Storybooks, children's rhymes, TV adverts. Sorry, to the right. Just seeing what these workers are doing in here. Okay, they've put it down, so he's now going to wash that. You good? Just mind that sign.
Yep. Go on, you go. You grab the sign. You
Okay,
go for it.
there's a couple of people in there to mod out. Just,
Oh yeah, you want to do that?
yeah, you'll notice them.
No, I probably won't. Sorry.
Right. We just don't want anyone spamming, guys. It's not fair on everybody else.
Yeah, you just get rid of them, then we'll swap back over. You come and do this bit. Guys, as you're coming in, please double tap the screen. Please subscribe. Please like. Please share. Please put 1 if you're vegan. Put 2 if you're not vegan, but you're open to conversations around it. Put 3 if you don't care about animals.
There's a lot of God.
Okay, we'll get there. I want you to know that we're not here to clash with you today, by the way, if you're not vegan. It goes against our objective of saving animals. Our objective here is to explain to you why we're vegan and show you the realities and the truth that the industry won't show you. So please be open-minded to what we're trying to explain to you. I promise you that you'll leave this stream different to how you came to it if you come here with an open mind and an open heart.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah.
anyone in here, Mel's just said that people are God, and coming up with like religious excuses as to why we should be doing this to animals. Now, what happens here, guys, is these kind of people, they try and shift the blame. They say, God said, my religion said I can. You know, it's a little bit like when you're a child and you ask your mum for sweets and she says no. So you go and ask your dad and hope that your dad says yes. It's a little bit like when the person realizes that exploiting animals is wrong, so they go to their religious text and say, can I do it though? And then they're hoping the religious text will say, yes, you can. It's like a child asking for sweets from both parents. Now, let me explain to you, no religion mandates the eating and exploitation of animals. No religion says you have to do it. So therefore, it always falls back to you and your personal choice and your personal moral and ethical position. So you can be Buddha, you can be vegan, you can be Christian, you can be vegan, you can be whatever religion you like, and you'll be vegan.
Steve, what's the hardest part about being here?
The hardest part about being here, I don't know, there's kind of like a few like really hard parts, and actually like I tend to try and not focus on them hard parts, because if I focus on the hard parts, it breaks my heart so much that I can't speak and do what I'm supposed to be doing. Some of the hardest parts about being here is seeing the animals go in, of course, making eye contact with them for the last time, me knowing what's going to happen to them and them not knowing what's going to happen to them as I watch them drive past, me feeling ashamed that they're going in, that part of my species is doing this to them. The smell, the aura, these places are dark. You feel like something bad's happening here. It's a place of terror, it's a horror. Like it's a horror show, it's just hard. It's hard as well, knowing that the only thing that I can do is talk to people and hope that they have compassion and kindness in their heart.
Yeah.
The only thing I can do, the animals that come past this morning, there was a sandy colour cow that came past this morning, they looked straight at me. I could never save them, and it's hard knowing that I can't save them. And then it's also hard knowing that I've got to turn around and talk to you guys on this camera and try and appeal to your kindness and to your compassion and to your empathy, and just ask you to stop being the reason why they go inside here. It's hard. That's hard.
Yeah, well said.
You know, and I just hope. I don't believe that people are evil. I don't believe that the majority of people are evil. I believe the majority of people are good people. They just have been sold a lie. And then they've been indoctrinated into believing that lie so much that they believe that what they're doing is okay. But if you are honest with yourself, and if you stop for a second and you actually question it, if you actually critically think about it, you know in your heart this is wrong. You know seeing them animals go in here is wrong. You know it's not nice. I don't even believe the trolls when they put their silly comments. I don't believe them.
Yeah, and actually we've stood outside of a slaughterhouse with an ex-troll, haven't we?
Yeah, we have.
The fact he was trolling, he then suddenly listened to the vegans, and then it turned him vegan because he was like, I don't know why I was trolling, it's because I didn't understand.
Guys, what we do to animals on this planet is, in my opinion, the worst injustice, the biggest, the most severe, the most urgent, the most tragic. What other words can you describe it? It is the most horrific injustice that this world has ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
It's so sad. It can't be justified. It can't even be explained. You can't even explain this, let alone try and justify it. How do you explain it? It's a horror show. It needs to end. It needs to stop. The world does not need to be this evil. We do not need to be this evil to these animals who have done nothing wrong. They're coming here today. They've committed no crimes. They've done nothing wrong. They're harmless. They're beautiful, childlike animals. They're like children. As you're coming into this stream and you're listening to what we're saying, let us know by putting 1 in the chat if you're vegan. Put 2 in the chat if you're not vegan, but you're open to the conversation around it. And put 3 in the chat if you're not vegan and you don't care about animals.
Yeah.
Double tap the screen.
Should we
Please
switch?
subscribe.
I've got someone who said, should we switch? I'm going to tell people what's happening here. And someone just said, I like sausages, but I'm happy to listen.
I'm glad you're happy to listen.
Yeah, so thank you. Hello.
Hi, guys.
So thank you for being on this live stream. No one goes vegan because they stop liking the taste. We go vegan because we see what happens to the animals. Now, we still have sausages, bacon, everything we had before, just the vegan option. So nothing changes for you when you go vegan, but what happens is you stop paying into this industry that exploits animals. So I'm just going to talk to you. Oh my gosh, it stinks.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I'm just going to... One sec.
What?
Oh,
man, it's got a big...
Oh, it made my eyes go like...
Oh, my eyes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm just going to talk to you about the major failings that has happened in this facility since June, when the FSA did their audit and the report they did on it. So, animals have been exposed to avoidable pain, distress, or suffering during the killing process. Number 2, failures in required animal welfare standard operating procedures. 3, improper handling and movement of animals, including risks from misuse of instruments. So potentially using some stuff, hitting maybe, to move these cows, or because no one wants to go into a slaughterhouse. No one willingly walks into a slaughterhouse to be killed. Doesn't happen. Number 4, inadequate or poorly maintained restraining facilities and equipment, including shackle lines. And number 5, stunning methods that failed to ensure rapid and effective loss of consciousness and sensibility. So everyone who thinks, oh, if the animal's stunned, it's okay because they don't feel anything, it's not true. the stunning process is not for the animal. It's for the workers. If you've ever been to a sanctuary and seen animals, seen these cows or sheep, pigs, they're very, very strong animals. And when someone comes at an animal with a knife, they know that's bad and they will defend themselves and fight back. So if you have a worker go into an animal that is not been stunned or not on the floor immobilized, the worker may have injuries from that. So what they do is they bolt gun the cows in the head, they fall to the floor, they can still feel everything, okay? Their body has just fallen to the floor, it's immobilized them, but they can feel everything. Check out Dominion on YouTube and see what I'm talking about.
In the description.
Okay, is it in the description? In 3 dots in the corner? 3 dots in the right hand side. Push that, watch Dominion. It's about an hour and a half. No one ever regrets watching Dominion. So please, please take an hour and a half out of your day today and watch that. It could change your life. It changes everybody's lives and it changes the animals' lives. When you come into this stream, guys, make sure you double tap that screen, put a green heart in the comments. If you're vegan, put a red heart in the comments. If you're not vegan but you're open-minded, and we'll ignore the number 3s who are the non-vegans. So guys, we are outside of Slaughterhouse right now in the UK, okay? The ABP Foods. That's all the sign says. Now, no one around this area would even know this is a slaughterhouse unless you have signs like this. So we brought this sign today, we brought our camera, we're live streaming, and we're putting pressure on these industries that do this to animals. It is not normal to do this to animals. It is not okay to do this to animals. It is not okay that the public have been lied to. How many of you knew that dairy cows are stabbed in the throat? How many of you knew that cows only produce milk for their babies? When you open your fridge and there's cow's milk, ask yourself, what on earth am I doing? Who has brainwashed you to have cow's milk in your fridge? You don't have rat's milk in your fridge. You don't have tiger milk in your fridge. You don't have polar bear milk in your fridge. Because there's a reason. They are killing animals and trying to make money, and they're lying to you and brainwashing you, and they're mugging you off. I felt embarrassed. I felt embarrassed that I ever ate animals and I ever drank cow's milk. Keep double tapping that screen, guys. Also subscribe to this channel as well. We do a lot more stuff than just this. But yeah, I used to drink cow's milk every single day. I used to always do it because some of my parents used to do it, so I just copied and I was like, I'll do the same. But I had no idea who cow's milk was even for.
Someone said that you don't kill cows for milk.
Yes, you do. Every single cow in the dairy industry is killed because of the dairy industry. Mother cows have pregnancy forced upon them. By the way, it's okay that you don't know, so thank you for asking that question. I'm not attacking you, by the way, because I didn't know either. The only reason cows produce milk is because they're a mum. So they are made pregnant. They have pregnancy forced upon them. Watch Dominion to find out how they force this pregnancy upon these poor mother cows. They then give birth to, if they give birth to a male, a male doesn't produce milk. Guess what happens to the male? He's not allowed to take his mum's milk because the farmer wants to steal his milk intended for him and sell it to humans. So the whole time you're drinking cow's milk, there's a cow that was taken away from their mum and likely dead. The boys all get either taken to a slaughterhouse and killed or get sold on and fattened up for a little bit longer and then killed. If they're born female, they're still taken away from the mum. They're put into isolation booths away from the mother. We've been on farms, we've investigated farms, and we've seen these isolation booths. We've sat with these poor babies for a moment in these cold tins that surround them. Their mums are across the farm crying and bellowing out for their babies. I've seen the afterbirth still hanging out of a cow when her baby has been taken away from her. She's given birth, her baby's stolen. That's disgusting, that's sickening. Anyone who has a child here and you've been in a maternity ward in a hospital, can you imagine someone coming in, stealing your baby, killing them, and then using you, putting you somewhere and using your breast milk, taking your breast milk selling it to humans, and then they're forcing pregnancy on you again, and then they take your next baby away. And then when you're crying, or you're hitting out, or you're fighting back, or you can no longer produce milk, no longer get pregnant, or no longer stand up, they put you on a truck, force you on a truck. I've seen them hit these cows onto these trucks, tail twist, electrocute them, and then they get sentenced in here. Yesterday, Alex, he was out here. You know what I saw in his live stream? He captured on slow-mo. One of the cows had blood all over their backs. And that's likely from how the farmers got them onto that truck. It's hell. Every single cow, every single animal that is farmed is executed in these places. Guys, let's see who's in the room again. Number 1, actually no, I'm going to do the green heart because it's easier to see when the chat's faster. Green heart if you're vegan in this chat. Green heart if you're vegan. A red heart if you love animals but you just don't know the industries. And yeah, just a number 3 for any of those anti-animal people who hate animals and like to stab them in the throat.
To the person who keeps putting, can I ask a question? Just go for it, and if I see it, I can read it out for Mel to answer.
Yeah, let me know where you're from as well. Put your flag in the chat too. So for anyone who's just joined the live stream, thank you for joining this live stream. It's a very powerful live stream. You're gonna see something and you may learn something that you have never known before. We didn't know. For 26 years of my life, 36 years of Steve's life, we didn't know these industries. We would have driven past here and not known this is a slaughterhouse. Today we're going to be showing you the animals, and we're going to be showing you on the camera, as we put it over the fence, showing you the lairage, and you can see the animals walking off the trucks. We've already had conversations with the public. Steve had a really good conversation with somebody who was basically the definition of the brainwashing that this industry puts on people. He seemed like a nice guy, and we were grateful that he chatted and stayed and wanted to know. But he was saying free range, organic, all about choices. And we were like, yep, free range, organic, doesn't mean anything. Grass-fed doesn't mean anything to the animals. They all come to a slaughterhouse.
Someone's asked, thanks for this question, do you see your same worth as the same as a cow?
100%, okay? Because in fact, if I'm deadly honest, and I'm super honest, my personal opinion is that they're way better. What do we do in this world? Stab animals, commodify, oppress, create wars between each other. Everyone walks around saying they're kind and kind and kind. We must preach kindness, be kind to one another. But it's lip service until there's action. These animals are innocent. They're like children. They're like children. I would say children are better than adults because they're innocent. I think children have the kindest minds, and they're the kindest conscious because they've not been brainwashed yet to do bad things. You don't have to view yourself like the animals as better, but you have to view them as equal because, sorry, loud car. Until you view someone else as equal to you, you'll always see yourself as above and you'll oppress them. Just like how white people used to oppress black people, just how some people of different race and colours used to oppress other people, it's the same. Now, when you see yourself as an equal, you won't oppress them. Is there any other questions?
No.
Sorry, guys. So
yet.
sometimes it's like, it can be hard to speak sometimes because behind me, the whole time I'm talking to you, I know there's innocent, sweet, childlike beings being stabbed in the throat. And I can only beg you and tell you the truth and hope that you change because it's urgent.
So where are we today? What are we doing? And what's going on?
Yeah, so as you can see my sign, this is a slaughterhouse. Now, maybe if you show the environment, you can see it doesn't say slaughterhouse anywhere here. What it does have is a camera up here, security over here, cattle grids, caution dogs, cameras over here, warning, a big gate, spiked fences. It's like a prison. So, what we're doing here is raising awareness to anyone going past that this is a slaughterhouse, and we're having conversations with people, and we're live streaming to you guys because you guys probably don't know, the majority of the public don't know what happens, and because I have seen but a lot of stuff that you haven't seen, I have a duty to tell you and defend the animals, because I used to pay for this. I owe the animals my life, because I used to take away their life by paying for things like meat, eggs, dairy, fish, leather, wool. I used to go to zoos, I swam with dolphins, I touched tigers, I played with lion cubs, all because I loved animals. I didn't realise those zoos were prisons. I didn't realise these animals have been snatched from their mums and their families in the wild and likely killed their entire family to put them in a prison so people could pay money and go, oh, look. And they prey on your kindness, they prey on your children's kindness. Your child, if you say, let's go to the zoo, I bet your child will be like, yeah, because they want to see the animals they love. Now, they don't realise by paying into that industry, they're actually paying for the oppression of the animals that they love. Yeah, right. I'm just going to switch over for a bit.
Here. Right. Got it? You
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
All right, guys. I've been stood the other side of this camera for a while now, and I'm looking at the intelligence level in the chat room. Now, I want to say that you think that you have this one-upmanship or that we're stupid, right? And the comments are implying that the vegans are dumb, the vegans are stupid coming across there doing what they're doing. But the irony is that you're the ones that have been lied to so thick by the industry that you continue to perpetuate this violence towards these animals without knowingly, like not knowingly. Now, if you are that troll that does knowingly know what you pay for with the animals, then you're a fucking psychopath, and you fall into the small percentage of psychopaths in the world that also believe that it's okay to traffic children, to sell drugs, to rob, to steal, to commit all the other crimes, to murder other people. You're in this small minority. Now, we would have had over 100,000 views potentially on this live stream today.
No.
The small minority of trolls do the majority of the commenting. The amount of messages that we get after these live streams, I watched your live stream, I've gone vegan, or during the live streams, I understand what you're saying and I've gone vegan, but I want the trolls to know the meat emojis and all the other bullshit you're putting in there, you're the minority. You do not represent the majority of people. It's an embarrassing position to have, and I feel sorry for you. Now, with that said, I want anyone in the chat or in these live streams watching this who isn't a troll but is watching it, I want you to know that we're not here to clash with you. We're here to come alongside you, to open your eyes up to the lies the industry have told you. Now, from a young age, you never stand a chance, right? Look at children's storybooks. All of the children's storybooks have animals in them. All of the children's storybooks picture farmers as the nice guys. All of the indoctrination as you're growing up tells you that you have to do this to animals. So as you're growing up, you believe in this humane lie that has to be done.
They're saying, what is the lie?
What is the lie? The lie is that what happens to animals is humane and that it has to happen. You're told that it has to take place because you need protein. We have to do it for animals for calcium. None of it has to be done at all. You get protein and calcium from plants. And the other part of the lie is that it's humane. Now, there's no humane way to take the life of an animal who doesn't want to die. Go into the three dots in the top of the description of this live stream, click in the link tree and watch Dominion, and you tell me if that's humane.
Renee just put, none of them can defend their position logically. They literally get brain rot in any debate.
Yeah, 100%, Renee, 100%. And this is my point. Like, the troll comments, you sound so dumb. Like, if you just sit and look at the troll comments next to the logical consistency of our position, you look like a fucking idiot if you're a troll. You look so stupid. Meat emojis, I like meat. Oh, yeah, put sausages on the bacon with a scissor. You sound stupid. You sound so dumb. Whereas when you look at a vegan or animal rights consistency, fuck off, you dickhead. If you look at an animal rights position, or if you look at the logical consistency of vegans, we sound intelligent. We're consistent with our ethical position. We're consistent with our logic. Non-vegans aren't, anti-vegans aren't, there's no consistency. You'll probably have dogs and cats at home, or you'll have companion animals, and then you'll pay for piglets to go into gas chambers. Where's the consistency?
People are asking, what's happening here?
Cool, thanks for joining the live stream. And just a note, that if you join the live stream, double tap the screen, like the stream, put 1 in the chat if you're vegan, 2 in the chat if you're not vegan but open to conversations, and 3 in the chat if you don't care about animals. This live stream is all about animal rights, and we're here today to defend the animals who are going into the slaughterhouse, which is directly behind me. That is the gate where loads of animals have gone through this morning already. They're now in the layerage, and I can hear and smell that they're being killed behind me right now as I'm talking live to you. The reason why I'm here talking live to you is I'm trying to appeal to the kind, compassionate, empathetic people who have the ability to critically think, who aren't indoctrinated by the system so deep that the conditioning runs so thick that they have a wall of armor around their cold heart. I'm here to connect to people who do care and say, listen, we're not judging you, we're not clashing with you, but did you know this? And I'll tell you some facts right now. Did you know that dairy cows don't just produce milk, they're mums? Did you know that every dairy cow has to have a baby taken away from her so her milk can be stolen for cheese and yogurts and milk? Did you know that dairy cows often come to the slaughterhouse, like ones behind me, often they're pregnant because they're sold on how much they weigh? Did you know that cows exploited for their bodies are a different breed of cow? Completely different? The industry won't tell you this.
Yeah, Flora said, he has a valid point, but I do love KFC with a broken heart.
Yeah, listen, thanks for your comment. And I want to make a point of saying that I appreciate your time being on this live stream and being honest. No vegan, or not, I can't say no because some may, but the majority of vegans, right, don't go vegan because they stop liking the taste of the animal products. They realize the exploitation behind the victim if they're not. And they're more against that than they are for their taste pleasure. So when I read that comment, like you just said, I like KFC, broken heart, I read that in the fact that you do care about animals, otherwise you wouldn't put a broken heart. So you do have empathy, but right now, your chimp paradox, your like knee-jerk reaction is, oh, I don't like what happens, but I really like what I get from this. Now, what if you could still get the same taste pleasure, the same everything here for you, and then remove your support for the individuals going into this slaughterhouse to die? That's simply being vegan and focusing on the why. Double tap the screen and I'll tell you about the why and the how of being vegan.
And Steve, maybe talk about when we met Tiny in the farm.
Okay, first of all, let me tell you about the why and the how of being vegan, because it relates back to this taste pleasure. When you talk about why vegan, you have to focus on this because the why is always the strongest point for the catalyst of change. Why should I stop doing this? Because I've seen the victim and I understand that there's an animal dying or being exploited for me to have my taste pleasure. Now, once you've got the why in place, the how comes in. Because the person who put the broken heart emoji with the KFC comment, you now know why you should be vegan, right? But now you come across a how problem because you're like, how do I get the taste of the KFC without compromising my why? Now the how always gets worked around if the why is strong enough. You go into Google, I want to be vegan, I like KFC, what can I do? Oh, why don't you go to this shop and buy VFC, which is the vegan fried chicken? Or why don't you go and try this brand or that brand? Or why don't you go and try and cook this yourself? In doing that, the how is always second because the why is strongest. And focusing on the why, you'll stay vegan.
Anyone who's spamming, by the way, you will be timed out. This is your warning. You'll be timed out. Please just ask questions because otherwise it's not fair on the other viewers.
Yeah, guys, don't spam in there. It's pointless. Absolutely pointless because you won't answer your question anyway.
And yeah, maybe talk about the farm we went to and how they can see that on our other channel, the Tiny farm.
Because the KFC comments.
Yes.
So, listen, go to our other channel, our live channel. It's Mel and Steve. It's a purple logo instead of a red logo. Go to that channel there and go back through a few videos back now. We investigated a free-range meat chicken farm. And this farm was nothing short of a horror show. Go back and watch the video for yourself and you'll see the individuals like Mel was talking about, Tiny there. We named Tiny Tiny because she was so small, she couldn't jump up to reach the water, she couldn't drink. The likelihood was that Tiny would die on that barn floor before she even got collected at 42 days old, 6 weeks old, to be sent to a gas chamber, to be gassed and turned into KFC. Did you know that meat in the UK, the majority are sent to gas chambers. Did you know that piglets in the UK are sent to gas chambers? CO2 gas forms carbonic acid on their eyes and lungs, burns them from the inside out.
Oh God.
It
Sorry,
stinks here, man. It's so bad.
It just smells like
Guys,
it's blood and guts. It's blood and guts. This does not make you feel hungry. This makes you want to throw up.
Please
It's
double
hard
tap
to
the
be
screen
here.
as you're coming in, guys. Like this live stream. 1 for vegan, 2 for non-vegan but open to it, and 3 if you don't care about animals. We're here to come alongside and educate, not to clash. Cows are being killed behind me right now, guys. Just the other side of this gate, cows are being killed the other side here. Cows are being stabbed to death. I'll tell you what happens to them. They go into a kill floor, they go into a single file line, they get forced forward into what's called a knock box, which is a big metal cage where they can't run around, they can't turn around, they can't jump out, they can't fight back. They then get shot in the head with a captive bolt gun to drop them to the floor. People believe that this is the humane slaughter, by the way. The reason for that captive bolt gun isn't to incapacitate the animals, it's to allow the slaughterman the opportunity to put a shackle around their back leg so they can be dragged up into the air, hanging by that one leg, so that they can't escape the knife when someone stabs them in the throat and slices their neck open so their blood can pump out of their body. The likelihood is that the majority of these cows that you've seen come past us today will die hanging upside down, watching their blood pump out all over the kill floor as they slowly lose consciousness for an optional product.
Someone just said it's the circle of life.
The Circle of Life was a song written by Elton John for The Lion King. It just shows how the indoctrination and the lies and the conditioning really take hold of weak minds. If you have a weak mind, then you will be conditioned and indoctrinated a lot deeper than others.
Circle of murder, yes, Renee, that's what
Circle
I
of
say
murder.
as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Unfro Bacon says sounds like halal.
No, this isn't halal. This is standard. This is standard stun slaughter. Halal slaughter typically is non-stun, but it doesn't mean that it's not. They often do use stunning procedures in halal slaughterhouses.
Majority do.
The majority do. And if you go into the description, into our link tree, you can go and see Joey Armstrong's investigation on a halal slaughterhouse. But halal slaughter and stun slaughter, there's no difference other than a prayer, really. You know, both animals are being stabbed to death for optional products. Just because, like, one says a prayer before it, does it remove the morality or the fact that it's so unethical to do this exploitation to these animals? Of course it doesn't. If we did this to humans, if I shot someone and said, don't worry, I said a prayer before it, wouldn't it be like, oh, that's okay then, don't worry. Wait, what are you going to do with that human's body? I'm going to take it home, I'm going to eat them. Ah, cool. Now, in that case then, all fine. No crimes committed here whatsoever.
Again, if you're spamming the chat, I'm going to have to put you on a 1-minute timer.
Yeah,
which
start
will
modding
increase.
the spams maybe.
Yeah, it's weird to put like emojis. Oh, we have Matthew in the house. Hi, Matthew.
Hey, Matthew.
So let's explain what Matthew's got an incredible story.
Go on, do it.
Yeah.
I've got a dry mouth. Go for it. You'll swap over quick.
Just gonna put that.
Oh, it stinks.
Yeah, it really does stink. It's hard to breathe
them
in these
poor
places.
Cows.
Yeah, cows can smell up to 5 miles away. They can smell. It was intense for them in there.
I'm gonna get a more squarish shot. Let's get
Yeah.
a different shot.
So Matthew, thank you for being on this live, Matthew. Thank you for all you do for the animals. Matthew used to work inside of a slaughterhouse. I hope you don't mind me saying this. I know you say it on your lives as well. So Matthew actually worked in a facility that kills animals, and he saw Pignorant, a documentary by Joey Armstrong, our incredible friend, who put cameras inside the gas chambers in the UK for the first ever time. Go and watch it. You'll find some very interesting information out about the RSPCA, FSA, Norfolk Free Range. He put cameras in the best of the best, okay? Matthew saw this and he went vegan. His mum went vegan, and now Matthew is an animal rights activist, and he dedicates his life to fighting for animals and supporting other activists. Incredible person. Just someone who didn't know. Okay, because in these places, you have people working on the kill floor, the packing area, the offices, the gates, the drivers, all these different people, and they keep things very separate. people will only see what they have to see, because they lie to those people as well. I was at a gas chamber in Bristol in the UK, and I spoke to somebody who works in the facility in the packing area, and I showed him the gas chamber, and he said I had no idea that this was a gas chamber here. His bottom lip was like wobbling. So is there a notification coming up on that one? Yeah, that's the farmers
Appeal
trying
not
to...
approved.
Pardon?
Do you want to have a quick look?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, that's fine. TikTok is flooded with animal farmers who like to report and stuff, so yeah, it's all good. Where was I? What was I saying? Do you remember what I was saying then?
Sorry, I was watching the comments.
All right, no worries. Right, we're going back to seeing who's in the room. Green heart for the vegans, the animal defenders, green hearts. Red hearts for anyone who loves animals but isn't vegan yet because you didn't know the industries. And number 3, if you're someone who hates animals and you love stabbing animals. I also want people to let me know if you have dog or cats at home who you adore. Any non-vegans, put yes if you have a dog at home. I want to see, because I had a dog at home all my life. It was my best friend. I adored. And I would always say I'm an animal lover. I genuinely loved animals more than anyone on this earth. Still to this day I do, but that just because I saw myself in them, I think. I think I saw myself in them and I realised they're somebody. I never had to kind of learn that they're somebody because I grew up with my dog who was my best friend. Got his paw print tattooed on my neck. And all these animals that go into these places, they're no different to your dogs at home, to your family members, and to yourself. They want to live. They feel pain. They have a brain. They have a central nervous system. And they are afraid when they go in here. They are scared. They are like children. And they're going to be stabbed in the throat behind here. At this particular place, dairy cows, beef cows. Dairy cows on average go to the slaughterhouse around 1 to 3 years old. 1 to 3 years old. Beef cows go to the slaughterhouse 18 months old. Did you know that? Male calves in the dairy industry, they get killed around a month or fattened up for 6 months for veal.
Anyone coming in the chat, let's tell them where we are, what we're doing and why we're doing this today.
Yeah, so guys, number 1 in the chat if you're vegan, number 2 if you're not vegan but open-minded, and number 3 if you hate animals.
And are they going to see animals here today?
Yes, so we've already had 2 trucks come in today and then 1 when we arrived.
Yeah.
So I think the red truck would be next,
Yeah.
I think, or the grey. So on those trucks, they were both beef cows here today. Those animals would be 18 months old on average. You saw they were like the black beef cows, and then there was the brown ones going in here. You saw a factory farm truck go in here, and you saw a small holding truck in here as well. All these animals that get slaughtered are babies. Every single. Why are you shaking your head?
Triggered Mercedes worker gets upset when people try and defend animals. Yeah. What a lowlife.
But again, I had eye contact with him. It didn't do anything until after.
Of course, because they're weak.
Cowards.
Can't
say anything. They couldn't look. They couldn't go inside there and watch the stabbing.
Nah.
Now, his reaction is a reaction that maybe comes from a place of conflict inside of him. When you have compassion mixed with understanding that you've been lied to, you have confusion. The confusion makes basically your brain switch off, and I think it's called your megalodon or medulla or something in your brain, which only triggers your emotional reaction in your brain, and that's what probably made him go like no, because he's confused. He doesn't know what to do, so your brain actually switches off when you're triggered. Scientifically proven, that is. So the reason he did react is probably because he has a conflict in there. It's like kids. You're told for years, oh, the tooth fairy's real. Oh, Father Christmas comes in your room and puts a present there. And then your friend tells you he's not. And you spotted it's your mum or your dad or someone. And they have a tantrum. They cry. They don't know how to react. That's their brain shutting down. Who's this coming out? I don't think I saw these ones go in.
Right.
Who are you flapping around in there? Who are you flapping around? Shameful what you do. Shameful. Do you know about the FSA breaches that have been happening here? Have you seen the FSA breaches here? Oh, ignore. Ignored. Oh look, there's someone else on the gate. Shame on anybody who works in a facility that oppresses animals. Whether that's a slaughterhouse, a farm, a zoo, anywhere that tests on animals. They call it life science, by the way. Life science. In Huntington, they do horrific stuff to animals. In the UK, still happening. Monkeys, beagles, rats, sheep. Absolutely awful. Veganism is not a diet. It relates to your diet because animals are being oppressed for food and things that you eat. Just like if you're anti-racist, you would not be eating those humans as well, because if they did use them for food, it would just relate to your diet that you don't eat them. Like how I don't eat dogs, I don't eat humans, I don't eat anybody. I eat no one. Don't eat anybody. No, I don't wear leather shoes. My shoes are vegan. Everything I wear is vegan. Just means I haven't paid anyone to exploit animals. For me, I haven't oppressed animals. It's normal to be vegan. It's not normal to stab animals in the throat. But you have been lied to and that's not your fault. That's not your fault. So keep double tapping that screen. Ask questions. Please also subscribe to this channel. We do lots of lives. We do lots of long form videos on our other channel. It's Mel and Steve on the other channel as well. Keep asking questions because it really isn't your fault that you don't know. It's the industry's fault for mugging you off, for lying to you, for making you pay for extreme horrors to these baby animals.
Someone's put roughly 81% of people eat meat. Sounds pretty normal to me. Why does the majority do this?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's the majority or whatever in terms of knowing if you're right or not. At one stage, the majority of people had slaves. At one stage, women didn't have rights. It takes a small group of people to make systemic change. And you know what? Anyone that you now think's a hero was once mocked how you mock vegans. Anyone who you think is a hero was put in prison for trying to stick up for people, for trying to stick up for women. People lost their lives doing the right thing. And it's people who mock those people doing the right thing. You're the ones they call immoral. You're the ones who are then mocked down the line when morals catch up with legality. What happens behind here in the future will be in law a crime. It's a moral crime right now, just like having slaves was a moral crime. Now it's illegal. Now it's a legal crime. Okay, do you understand that morals come first and then legality catches up? So even if 99.9% of people ate animals and oppressed animals, I would still stick up for them. I would still defend them because that's the right thing to do. It's the right thing to do. I'm principled, I have morals, and I don't care what anyone else does to me. I will always defend animals for the rest of my life. I once paid for this. I owe them. One of the saddest things that I find, like when I'm here, it's a reminder that I used to send animals to this place. That hurts my heart so much. I hate that I lived, because I lived, animals were oppressed and killed on my behalf. And I hate that. So I will always now dedicate my life to helping them. And I know Steve will too, and all the activists in this room, in this chat, I know you feel that too. We're giving you the option to change today. We're giving you the truth. Before you didn't know the truth, but now you are being held accountable. Now you do know. What are you going to do about it?
For people saying that we've broken multiple laws today, what do you say to them people?
No, everything we do here is completely legal. We're allowed to film on public property. We're allowed to have a sign. We're allowed to do this. We're allowed to live stream. We're allowed to tell the truth. What isn't okay is what happens in these places. In fact, the FSA breaches state that in June. Have a look for yourself. It's public to have a look. Type FSA breaches at ABP Foods. It'll come up with it. Not stunning animals correctly, not obeying to animal welfare standards, misuse of equipment on the animals, unhygienic. Them, not us, we're members of the public. Someone else stabbing animals and oppressing them and lying to us, and now we're just telling you guys.
What's your bite?
This is the great thing with what we do. That's weird. Can you like signal this way?
Down in there.
This is the great thing with Project Livestream and live streaming outside Slaughterhouse. It's completely legal. We're lucky to have our freedom to do that, and we should fight with our freedom to achieve the animals' freedom. Is there any other questions in there? Can't see security there right now.
No.
He was on the phone today. They were on the phone today, so they may have been, in my opinion, they might have been calling the small holding trucks to not come today.
Yeah.
Because you've got to remember, this is a business. So those people from the farms call the business, hi, I want to take my animals to be murdered and killed and slaughtered. Can I come here? Yeah. Okay. And then they're like, oh, guys, like there's activists here today. Maybe don't come today. Maybe come tomorrow. That's the kind of stuff they do. But we're gonna just keep turning up and again and again and again and again and again until animals have liberation. We're never gonna stop. Guys, when you come into this room, put a number 1 if you're vegan. And number 2, if you are not vegan, but you are open-minded. And number 3, for those anti-vegan trolls. Anyone who is turning up, this is a slaughterhouse behind me. We have this sign here to let everyone know this is a slaughterhouse because they don't have signs telling anyone. We have seen a few trucks arrive today with cows who are around 18 months on average in the beef industry. There have been the black cows squished into the factory farm truck, and there's also been the small holding truck that had around 3 cows on. We thought there was 2. We think there was 1 that was potentially laying down at the back that they had to get off, that we can still see on the camera. I'm going to review that footage later on and see what they did to get that cow off, because they had like these red paddles trying to hit them. I don't know. They had these red paddles trying to move them, sorry. Still triggered. So what's his company? This is why I got a camera on. You can always see on the camera later.
Yeah.
A lot of the council bin people are always triggered here, aren't they?
It makes me feel like I want to run down there and be like, what?
Go on, you should.
The minute I run down there, you watch, he'll just drive off.
Yeah,
These trolls in real life are weak.
Yeah. Yeah. Please keep double tapping that screen. In the top right hand corner, you're thinking about it, aren't you?
Yeah. The traffic's moving.
In the top right hand corner, touch that and go and watch something called Dominion on YouTube. It will show you everything that we've been talking about. Everything we have said today is standard practice, by the way. Other than the FSA breaches we've been talking about here,
Stinks.
standard practice of what happens to these poor animals. Guys, please can you subscribe, double tap that screen, watch Dominion, and I want to say a massive thank you to each and every vegan and open-minded person for being here. The farmers are not nice people. They've been spouting nonsense and being horrible, and it's not easy to be in the chat. So I appreciate your patience and resilience for constantly being here to help us defend the animals. To anyone who helps via Patreon and everything too, we cannot thank you enough. It allows us to come out more and more and more to defend the animals. And yeah, from the bottom of our hearts, from both of us, thank you so, so much. We're going to see you on the next live stream. Please be vegan for the animals and defend them with everything you have.